So if you guys can see there, I kind of fucked up.
We know we're shit. Yeah. Thanks for watching The Daily Drift. Let me explain. So guys, what's been going on is I've been dealing with a lot of shit lately. Been pretty stressed out. And yesterday it kind of all boiled up to a head. And I know there's something wrong because something that I love doing, I literally had no desire to do. So yesterday there was a drift event and I got everything ready to go. I bought a trailer, I loaded up the RX-7, I brought it all the way down there, had all my tools, my tires, everything, and then I just lost it. I was so overwhelmed from this entire week that when I got out there, by the time I got there, every little thing just stressed me out to the point to where I didn't even want to be there. I didn't even want to drift, I didn't want to film, I didn't want to do anything. That was the first time I knew something was wrong. It's taken me a long time to be able to know when to say no and when to be able to take a step back from everything. Yesterday was one of those days where I felt so terrible because I didn't actually do what I really, really wanted to do. Like, I love drifting. I love everything about it. It's the whole reason I'm doing everything that I'm doing. I love filming. I love making videos. I didn't feel that yesterday. The thing was, I promised people that I was going to be there, so I had to show up. So I did. But the real problem was I wasn't focused. I wasn't concentrating well. My mind was elsewhere. I just couldn't concentrate on what I was doing. And that ended up costing me some damage to my truck. So if you saw from earlier, what happened was I totally forgot that I had removed my bumper, which requires removing 2 bolts that hold the hitch to the frame. Let that sink in for a minute. Made it home. Basically, the RX-7 almost fell completely off of the trailer. So anyway, as you can guess, it was basically hanging on by 2 bolts. And that was pretty much the moment where I pretty much broke down. And kind of just, I was not able to focus after that. So basically, after the trailer was literally sitting on the ground, then I had the bright idea where I thought, okay, well, let's unhook it, right? Not thinking the RX-7's still on the trailer. So we unhook it at the event, and now it's sitting there. And then we go to take the RX-7 off, again, not thinking, not concentrating, and literally shove the trailer right into the back of my truck. Almost it drops off, and then the front of the trailer goes up and it pushes it forward right into the truck. And fortunately, the truck's strong as shit and it hit right on the hitch, so it didn't really do much damage. Bent the frame a little bit, but other than that, it's okay. So that was kind of the moment where it all kind of boiled up to a head, and I realized, I was like, look, I can't do this. I need to take a step back. So I did. I literally shut down. I went inside my truck. I took about a good hour just sitting down and trying to gather my thoughts. And I could not pull myself to do it. And I don't know. I know this sounds like an excuse, and maybe it is, but it's kind of like I needed to take a step back. And so I did. But fortunately, what happened is Austin managed to go and drive the RX-7. The RX-7 did extremely, extremely well. And he did a really good job too. He was linking the course, everything. But we didn't film anything. And part of that's just because I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't want to put something out there that I didn't feel proud of. Even this video, I'm kind of questioning, but I didn't feel like I wanted to put something out there or fake anything. I didn't want to act like I was excited when really I was not doing well that day. So I didn't force it and I didn't do it, but he went out there, he drove it, he drifted it, he did well. He got about a good 20 laps in before we ended up leaving. So it wasn't a total waste. So I hope you guys can forgive me for letting you guys down when it comes to that. Because it's something that I really, I had all these great ideas and visions in my head for how I wanted to do it, and it didn't work out. And I failed. Because I don't know about you guys, but I have this weird thing where I just feel like if it's not perfect, it's not worth doing. And that's a problem, because imperfection is really where life is, and that's where it is, and that's where I live. And so it's hard because I have this really high standard for myself where I want to be doing really, really awesome things. And then when it's not, or if I fail, or if I feel like it's not going to be good enough, feel like I'm not going to be good enough, I shut down. And it's a flaw of mine, and it's something I'm working on. And so it's something that I want to get better at, and I want to do better for the next one. And I will do better. But the key takeaway here is that I told people I was going to do something. I went. I didn't drift, but I at least showed up. I brought everything. People were able to drift. I even let both my brothers drive my car. I mean, they literally drove my car and I sat there and watched them do it. That's how I knew there was something really wrong with me, to be at a drift event, the place that I love, doing the things that I love, and I had no feeling. Like I couldn't feel anything. So I knew at that moment, I was like, this is not good. So I had to take a step back, and so I did. So even though I really screwed up this weekend, I have some good news. And the good news is I managed to get a bunch of tools for the BMW. And basically what's going to happen is, on the BMW, I'm going to be doing the head gasket, at least removing it. So as I go to remove the head gasket, we'll know more as to whether or not it's going to be good. So once we get the head gasket off, then the next thing that we got to do is we're going to check and see if it's got any kind of cracks, or if there is any bent valves, burnt valves, anything like that. Depending on what we find is going to depend on what we do with the BMW. If the head's fine, the valves are fine, then we're going to move forward with just doing the head gasket, getting that thing set up right, and then just driving it the way it is. Now, if we do find cracks, or if we find anything that's just out of the ordinary, then we might have to look at doing swaps. So, or if I can find a spare M52 somewhere, maybe we'll do that. I don't know. But that's going to be for another video, guys. So I'm going to get out of here. I got to go and start working on some other stuff. I've got some homework I need to do. But bear with us, guys. I promise we got some good stuff coming. It's just going to take me a little bit of time to get there. So I'll see y'all in the next one, and have a great day.